Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy M.K.S here, back in another video. Hope everyone's well wherever you are, and still trying to explain this mad idea I have, which does make me feel a lot better. As when I write stuff or I do stuff, I always get frustrated if it gets ripped, torn, burned, or destroyed, or it doesn't get to upload properly. In the case of videos or whatnot. I thought one thing that could make me better is to try and do a deal. I suppose I started the idea as a sort of religious sort of thing, saying like if God wants me to be able or whatever, then I think it would only be fair if He helped me with my plans, and I could to say thank you. Really, I suppose. Uh, Although there was probably a bit of at one point there was probably a bit of spite in it, and sort of saying if God doesn't support my work, then it was sort of vengeful. But I've turned it into hopefully a positive where I try and be as rewarding as possible. I hope that all made sense anyway. But basically, as I say, as the title hopefully suggested or alluded to, by the way, on that note, I hope that this uploads as well as possible because, as I mentioned in some previous videos, I'm sure I have a proxy internet at the moment because the internet has not been properly uploaded again because my mum changed ISP internet service providers and then changed back, but they haven't uploaded the video. But it's a long story anyway. Yeah, so basically, like, I can be quite pessimistic and negative. Like a lot of times, I wonder whether life is worth it or whatever. Or I think it would be a lot easier to be like I think non-existence would be so much easier. And if I had the option, I suppose it pains me to say, but I probably would choose non-existence, to be honest. And sometimes I do wonder if it would. Well, a lot of time I do wonder if it would be better if there was no such thing as God as well. If I was wrong about God and like atheists were right, and because then there wouldn't be hell, punishments or stuff like that. And so yeah, sorry to get the pessimistic stuff out there, but I thought I'd get that out of the way. But yeah, to be honest, if I could, I would turn to nothingness or dust. Then I wouldn't have anything wasted, or I wouldn't have any regrets or disappointments or whatever. So sorry for giving that negative thought, but I'd love for God and other people as well to change my mind, and God to show a sign that it actually is better, that He does exist, if I'm correct, and other people who believe, and also that life can be worth it and all that kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know how we do that, but that'd be quite a miracle to turn a pessimist like me into an optimist or whatever, or a skeptic into a believer. Anyway, yeah, so basically I want to explain how this would be, again, sorry for any negativity, but I thought I'd get that out of the way and try and be as honest as possible. So I hope that didn't, my pessimisms, I often worry and think, I hope that they don't offend anyone, or that people won't be like, oh, this guy's on a downer, or he's bringing us down, or anything like that. That's not the case. And I wish I could be more positive and upbeat. But yeah, this does make me feel a lot better, to be honest. I'll drink to that. And I think, like, say, if churches help me to do certain things, like achieve certain things, whatever it is, which I hope to come to, like things I hope to achieve, or if anyone helps me to achieve those things, how I hope to return the favor by doing, let's say, 1, 2 for 1, or share for share, or whatever, or like for like, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, whichever organization helps me or supports me, like if someone subscribes to my YouTube channel, for instance, and they told me to subscribe, I could do the same back. If they like my videos, I can do the same back. So sorry if I'm repeating those points. But I have a list of things that I want to achieve, and anyone who helps me with those goals and talks about how they've helped me, I'll make the fairest deal with them possible. Whatever organization or whatever. Maybe if God comes to me in a dream or a vision and told me He was the one who helped me, then I could return the favor. Hopefully a very positive dream or whatever. But and that kind of thing. But yeah, I want to do my usual 40-point list, but I'm not going to do that right now because obviously the video would be too long. Some people might say it already has been, but so basically anyone who helps with my 5 causes that I talk about, like whatever benefits Italian football. So whoever benefits Italian football, Celtic FC, libertarianism, liberty, that kind of thing, human rights, freedoms, and that kind of thing, and supports people from former colonies, and stroke or supports like the tackling of poverty, the charitable work I want to work on, and things like that, especially my own personal projects, all the projects that I try and work on, and that kind of thing. Anyone who helps me with any of those goals, or any of my goals, or achieve anything, and it wouldn't be things like, I wouldn't include stuff like cleaning, tidying up, getting a job, being independent, or things like that that most people can do. It would be something like creating a piece of work, work as I call it in speech marks, or whatever, like my writings or works that I work on, or benefiting these 5 causes that I talk about, and also any works that I do generally. So if you have any questions, please post away any questions that you have. I'll try and answer them in the comments section or whatever. I suppose no one's watching right now, so I won't be able to answer any questions, but if you do have any questions for you in the video, please post them. Obviously, as I say, no one's watching, but I might ramble on a bit more, so please forgive me. But yeah, anyone who helps me with those sorts of things, I'll try and return the favour in the fairest possible way. So if mosques help me, I'll try and share the Quran or any Islamic literature or whatever. If the Bible, if churches do, I'll try and do the same for them. The Bible or any literature they have or any specific quotes. And then if any individual or organization helps me to create 40 things, symbolic of being 40, that I have achieved, I suppose I will convert to that religion and specifically try and promote that the most. But I'll still continue to do 1, 2, or for 1 or share for share, even for other religions. I suppose a bit controversial. But yeah, so I'd love to hear what people think about that idea. I think it's the fairest idea I can think of. But yeah, I'd love to know what you think, if you think it's a fair idea or fair deal, or if it makes sense, or if you know what I mean. So basically, as I say, if let's say a Muslim group or a Christian group respectively gives me like a room to write in, possibly my own notebook, or even finds ways to get a charity that helps me to write that sort of thing, or have notebooks or whatever, and then I get to share them with whoever I want to share them with, however I want to share them, and they help me to distribute them. I can then share a Quran or a Bible or whatever, or same for any other religion respectively, or even religious quotes or anything that they want me to share, as long as it's like one piece of information for each thing I get shared. Same with businesses, same with political individuals, politicians, political parties, or anything like that. So yeah, if you have any questions, I'd love to read them. And if you have your own project, whether you're a sole trader, a small business, or a politician, or a part of a political party, or a part of a religious organization, or a part of an NGO, or part of it, any organization at all, or business, or whatever, small or big, and you find this idea something that you'd be interested in return for promoting literature, and you think it's worth it, or as I say, business cards or websites or whatever, or information about your business or organization or whatever, and you think it's worth it, or if you're a poet, artist, writer, or whatever else, and you want me to promote something that you have, some information that you have, or you want me to share, and you think this is an interesting deal, I'd love to know. Obviously, the more people who can get involved, the more they can help me with my plans and my works and things like that and goals. But yeah, sometimes I wonder why God doesn't like protect my writing or help me to do that sort of stuff. So I think that would surely be if he wants me to share, say, the Bible, surely he would. I would have thought he would have protected my work more so that I could do more of that stuff and then be thankful and share more positive things about the Bible and things like that. But again, I'd love to know if I'm making sense, and I'm hoping to do like as soon as possible. I'd love to do a list of my usual list of 40 things that I hope to ask for, perhaps broken up into 4 parts, for anyone who wants to be involved in this project, if anyone does, which I hope some people will. I wonder if I'll ever get projects done or whatever. But anyway, I think I've waffled enough, and I can't think of anything else I would cover. I'm sure I'm going to be kicking myself later. I'll probably think, I bet there was something else I should have covered, but I forgot. Anyway, enough of my mad ramblings, if I can speak properly. Anywho, I am out. Peace and love.